the charade.
PC fans, PC fanboys, PC fanboy base, or the Sony fanboys, all these fake Sony fans out there, which is more worse?
Or fans of my channel, fans of Joe from Seattle, if you're watching this video, woo, welcome back. I'm gonna cut that. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said into a microphone. Also, do you hear my voice in this nice microphone? That's right, I finally have my microphone back. I'm not recording on a laptop mic anymore.
Just let me know. For me, as of right now, I have to say PC fanboy base is by far one of the worst. Dumb motherfuckers out there with brain dead ass IQ out there. F tier FIQ out there.
Well, if this is the kind of Photoshop job you do, it really doesn't surprise me that you hate PC fanboys so much, or just PC users in general, because I have a gut feeling that you're going to be lumping in the fanboys with the general users in this. Assuming this isn't a troll video, which just looking at this really should be. If this isn't a troll video, it should be.
Because these motherfuckers out there are being envied by YouTubers out there with millions of views and subs. They like to flex their gaming setup.
I mean, everyone does that. Yeah, if you have a thing that you're proud of, especially if you built it, you probably are going to kind of flex it. Also, big difference between showing something off and flexing it. If I were to put a picture on screen right now of my PC, it's not a flex. In the About tab of my channel, you can find my PC specs. Is that a flex? That's just the hardware I'm running.
And every fucking time when you watch the videos, they always have the games like Fortnite, Among Us, all these popular mainstream games being shown on their gaming setup.
Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of big YouTubers play the popular games. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, Fortnite and Among Us aren't really my thing anymore, but I can't blame people for playing them, especially if you're a popular YouTuber trying to follow trends. Like, what's wrong with that?
No fucking wonder that you motherfuckers, you kids, teens, and grown-ass men.
Kids, teens, and grown-ass men. Alright, sick. So, literally everyone.
Neckbeards out there, you just want to be like your popular YouTubers out there, you copycats.
Okay, just because you're doing a thing that a YouTuber also does, or if you're playing a game that a YouTuber also plays, that doesn't mean you're trying to be like them. A lot of YouTubers are just doing the things that are popular. So obviously there's going to be rollover between the YouTubers doing the thing and non-YouTubers doing the thing. Like, that's kind of how it works. By this logic, you are also following trends because you're making a video about Halo, and there's a few million people playing Halo.
You motherfuckers out there, you're a bunch of copycats, copying their hardware, copying what mouse and keyboard you need to get to be good like them.
Or alternatively, and look, he's doing a really bad job explaining his own points. So let me explain his points for him. He sees this Halo keyboard and mouse, he thinks it's overpriced, and he thinks it's a bunch of fanboys going and buying it because the YouTubers are buying it. So let me offer a counterpoint here. 2 counterpoints, actually. Number 1, some people really like Halo and really like collector's editions of things, really like collector's items. Same way that there's collector's editions of consoles and games for fucking everything, and they bought it because of that. Or, alternatively, they saw a thing that a YouTuber they like also likes, or the YouTuber they like gave it a good review. YouTuber they trust gave it a good review. So they said, you know what? I'm in the market for a new keyboard, or I want to treat myself. So I'm going to go with this keyboard that got a good review from someone whose opinions I trust. It truly is not that deep.
This is envied.
No, it's envy, not envied. Envied is past tense.
This is the same shit goes with retro gaming collections.
Retro gaming collections are envy also. Cool, got it, nice. God forbid people just want to collect games from their childhood. I have a bunch of PS2 games down in my living room that I had in storage. Apparently I have those because I was envious of somebody, not because I just wanted to keep part of my childhood.
Being on the shelves, whenever they flex their gaming collection, you're just feeling envied.
No, that's not... Oh my god. Do you not know how English works? You don't feel envied. You feel envious. If someone has something that you want... And even that's not envious.
I'm not jealous. I'm envious. Jealousy is when you're worried someone will take what you have. Envy is wanting what someone else has. What I feel is envy.
Huh. Wow, he's right.
Envied. Envied is past tense. Envious is present. Fuck.
Or they are or you know what? You are being envied by them.
You are be envied by them.
And you love that shit.
And you love that Sorry, I'm having too much fun now.
You don't see it, but you don't see it with your eyes. Oh man, Ninja with this fucking badass hardware, badass keyboard and mouse, looks sick, looks lit.
Yeah, man, I'm so envious of Ninja. I would love to look like a human paintbrush.
Dope, all this non-fucking sensical word that you motherfuckers made that shit up.
Are you really talking about nonsensical words after you couldn't figure out the past and present tense?
I don't even know what the fuck are those words means.
No, we know. We know you don't know what words mean.
Until I use Urban Dictionary. Oh, is this what it means? Oh, okay.
You say Urban Dictionary?
Just think. Why would you even waste your money, your hard-earned money on PC, keyboard, and mouse? Why?
Because people like to spend money on their hobbies. Because if you have a bunch of disposable income and you want to treat yourself, you buy something for your hobbies. And look, I haven't bought a keyboard in I want to say 4 years. I've had the same keyboard for 4 years, had the same mouse for 2. So on one hand, I get it. I get it. I'm not one of the people who likes to buy keyboards and mice. It's just not my thing. Because at my heart, I'm actually a 75-year-old man who hates change. I find a thing I like and I never stray from it. But also, there are other things that I will absolutely splurge on if I have some disposable income and I want to treat myself. So who am I to judge people who do want to get keyboards and mice more often than me? When I was in high school, I went through a really explosive guitar buying phase. I was also really into Yu-Gi-Oh cards at one point. Whenever I had disposable income, I was buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was going on eBay and getting big packs of getting a whole bunch of booster packs from people off eBay. I was that guy. I get it. Everyone has their own hobbies. So who are you to judge? I'm sure you like to spend money on things. I'm sure you like to work hard and earn some money and then treat yourself with a thing, assuming mommy and daddy don't just give you your spending money. Although if that is the case and mommy and daddy do give you your spending money, it doesn't surprise me that you don't understand this.
Do you want to be the number one Fortnite player, number one Call of Duty player? What makes you want to be a number one? It's just fucking video games. This is not
It's just video games. So here's a 15-minute video on why people upset me when they spend money on video games. Also, regarding what you said before, why do you want to be number one? I mean, because people are competitive, or at least some people are. You're clearly not.
Like a try-hard competition. Are we here to play just for fun?
Try-hard competition. Is the Super Bowl also a try-hard competition to you? The playoffs in baseball or hockey, are those just try-hard competitions to you? Some people like to do competitive things. If you don't like to do competitive things, that's fine. But a lot of people like to be competitive. Not that a walking participation trophy would understand that.
Or just to see who's the number one, who's the best. Who the fuck cares?
You answered your own question. People playing competitive video games, yeah, they like to know who's better. Because when you look at who's better, when you see how they're playing, you can take notes. You can improve your own game plan. Growing up playing competitive games, I played a lot of Gears of War. I played competitive Melee for a long time. I've been wanting to get back into it. But also I grew up, playing Call of Duty and Gears of War. And then later I got into Overwatch and Apex. And yes, I played a lot of Fortnite in the early days of that game. That game used to be really fun. When you play a lot of competitive games, it's hard not to just look at who's really good at that game. What are they doing differently than me? How can I get better? It's the same way that people who are really into sports have the players that they idolize. They have the people that they look up to and try to emulate. It's just the nature of competition. If you have a competitive hobby, it's completely normal to look at the people who are doing better than you and try to figure out what they're doing differently so you can be better.
Okay, you know what? I love multiplayer games, but not in this type of shit. Not battle royale, not these fucking.
Okay, well, Halo's not a battle royale, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Luck-based game like Halo Infinite.
What?
Fortnite. No, I'd rather play games, competitive games that require skills.
I can't wait to hear examples of this. If you think Halo is luck-based, like Fortnite, sure. Fortnite's completely luck-based now. Fortnite's always had a big luck component to it, but especially now. But no, tell me what you think a competitive game is, if not Halo.
Like Dead or Alive. I think more likely Dead or Alive, since I'm more of a physical, not the special move like the one from Mortal Kombat. Or no.
Okay, this is actually a weird angle that you're taking, but let me explain this. As someone who played fighting games competitively, ooh, Smash is a fighting game. Yes, Melee is a fighting game, shut your fucking face. As someone who's competitively played fighting games and now plays a lot of online competitive shooters, not at a competitive level, but let me just give you the lay of the land here, because this is something that I've seen a lot of people do and a lot of people say, and it really fucking annoys me. Like, people who look at fighting games as if, like, they're the peak of competitive gaming. And, like, look, yes, fighting games are really difficult. Fighting games at a competitive level are insanely difficult, insanely intricate. And I have great respect for anybody who can play fighting games at a tournament level successfully. But that doesn't mean shooting games are not also insanely hard, insanely competitive, insanely nuanced. And really, Battle Royale games have a lot of that too. It's just a different kind. It's, obviously a game like Counter-Strike or Halo, a direct team versus team shooting game, it's a very different competitive dynamic from a Battle Royale. But it's still really competitive. There's a lot of technical skill needed. There's a lot of situational awareness needed. And then just like fighting games, there's a lot of strategizing. There's a lot of on-the-move strategizing. There's a lot of feedback that you have to take on the fly and adjust your game plan on the fly. I don't know if you're just being an elitist here, like fighting games versus shooting games. It's kind of what it sounds like. And it's something that I've heard a lot of, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what you are doing. But regardless, you're probably not even going to listen to what the fuck I'm saying. So why the fuck am I saying it?
I just want to play competitive multiplayer with skills required.
You want to play competitive multiplayer with skills required, but anyone who beats you is a try-hard, envious, YouTube shit fuck butthole.
Let me see, besides Dead or Alive, and I can't even think of a good multiplayer game. All I can think of is just popular mainstream, and all the time I fucking see it is just only first person shooters.
Yeah, first person shooters are popular. They always have been. I can name a dozen popular multiplayer games that aren't shooters though, League of Legends, Dota, GTA 5, or I guess GTA Online. Then all the fighting games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Smash, Dead or Alive, like you said, Tekken. Then other games like StarCraft, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, which is now free trial of Final Fantasy 14. Like, there's a million popular multiplayer games. I don't know why you're so tunnel visioned right now.
We got some Call of Duty ripoffs, dude. So many ripoffs.
I mean, not really. There used to be way more Call of Duty ripoffs than there are now, Like, back in the 360 days, it felt like everything was trying to be Call of Duty. Now it feels like Call of Duty's trying to be everyone else.
So many Counter-Strike, Global Offensive ripoff, all these fucking games, dude.
I mean, aside from Valorant, what CSGO ripoffs really are there right now? Like, tactical shooters are not all CSGO ripoffs, The only game that I would even really call a direct CSGO ripoff that's even remotely popular right now is Valorant. And even then, Valorant and CSGO play completely differently.
It just gets boring so fast. So what the fuck is the point of buying this shit, dude?
What the fuck is the point of buying this shit for a hobby that I clearly don't understand or partake in? Like, is that really the question you're asking? I'm not into model trains. I don't know how much money people spend on model trains, but I would never judge them for spending that much money on model trains because it's just not a hobby that I'm a part of. I'm not going to go out into a fucking, I don't know, what's another hobby? What's another hobby? Cosplaying. I'm not into cosplaying, but I would never judge cosplayers for spending money on their hobby because it's their hobby, not mine. I'm not the arbiter of what's allowed to be fun or what people are allowed to enjoy because I think of the amount of money I've spent on my hobbies. I think of the amount of money I've spent on my PC. I think of the amount of money I've spent on Legos. Legos are sick, don't at me. I think of the amount of money I've spent on guitars and drums and music-related stuff. Everyone has different hobbies. Everyone likes to spend money on different hobbies. And I understand if you're getting spanked in every multiplayer game that you play, so this might annoy you a little extra. But there's a sacred philosophy that really encapsulates everything about this that is bugging me so much. And you may have heard it. Get good.
It's just a waste of your own money. Halo Infinite, this game is going to be more focused on multiplayer than single player. And this shit is going to be worse, dude.
I mean, yeah, every 343 game has had a heavier focus on multiplayer than single player. I think that's pretty obvious.
And the worst part is that it's not going to have cooperative mode since the game will be incomplete. And these fucking Microsoft fanboys and these Xbox fanboys are just defending this shit.
I mean, I would never defend that. I made a whole video about that. This video is from October, by the way. It was before Infinite came out. But I mean, I also made a whole video about how Infinite was missing core features. So, just move along from that one, I guess.
Which doesn't make no fucking sense, dude. It makes absolutely no sense. Do you guys want do you want to have cooperative campaign co-op on this
Cooperative
mode and co-op on that mode? But no, it's just gonna be the same shit as Halo 5. Halo Infinite is gonna be the same gameplay as Halo 5.
I mean, at this point we knew that wasn't true, but whatever.
The exact same fucking shit. The only difference is that graphics looks like original Xbox. Well, Mr. Kaido, they're just improving this shit. So who gives a shit? Their graphics are still the same. And why are they showing this fucking trailer so fucking early? Then it gets delayed. How many more delays are we gonna see in video games nowadays?
Believe it or not, there's another 10 minutes of this guy's video, and I'm starting to wonder if I should even stick with it. Because I've been recording for 22 and a half minutes at this point. I don't know how much has gotten cut. But I'm 5 minutes into his video, and I've been recording for 22. Which scares me when there's still 10 minutes left.
Show us the fucking trailer when you are ready, whenever the graphics and the gameplay seems to you that it's okay.
Yeah, look, and here's the thing. I completely agree with this. I already made a couple videos on this, I think. Halo Infinite's whole development was a bit of a mess, and the fact that it was delayed was a bit insulting. Not because they delayed an incomplete game, that's what they should have done, but the fact that the game was delayed is a bit insulting, because that means they were going to ship it. Think of how incomplete Halo Infinite was at launch, and then remind yourself that the game was supposed to come out a full year prior to that. The fact that the game was delayed is insulting, because that means Microsoft was going to ship this thing well before it was ready. If you ever wonder how little Microsoft thinks of you, just remind yourself of that. Remind yourself how incomplete Halo Infinite was on launch, and then remind yourself that that was after a year delay and like 5 years of development before that delay.
It's okay and comfortable to just show it in front of us gamers out there. No. You just rushed. How many more of these movie games, Last of Us, God of War, any of these futuristic games?
I mean, I wouldn't really call God of War a movie game. Like, I'm never one to shy away from shitting on Sony exclusives, but I wouldn't really call God of War a movie game. No, it's definitely not in the same plane as Last of Us or Uncharted.
By Sony, are we going to see that it's going to be released in 2022 and 2023? The hype is dead.
I mean, really, what Sony games are coming next couple years? I guess God of War 2 and Horizon. What else is coming? Is it just me, or are there like no Sony exclusives in the pipeline aside from those two?
Halo Infinite's hype is dead. Spider-Man 2, that new game that video that I ranted on.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. I guess those are in the pipeline. Yeah, those will probably be good.
That game is dead.
You're fucking wow.
Hype is dead.
Hype is dead.
I don't see any updates. I don't see any YouTubers out there giving their opinions, like what are they gonna expect from this new Spider-Man game.
Well, that's because it's a single player game. It's early in development. We haven't seen very much. It's not something like Halo where there's like a lot of footage coming out, where the devs are kind of drip feeding us information and screenshots and videos. A lot of multiplayer games will do that. Single player games, not so much, because it's a single player game, and by drip feeding information like that, they would be spoiling the game. Like, this isn't hard. This isn't new. This is just how things work.
It's just ghosts. It's just crickets noises out there.
Because the game's not finished yet!
When it's dead, no one talks about it.
Come back to this video when Spider-Man 2 comes out.
They should and you people out there that are watching my videos, you should know by now it's garbage.
Yeah, speaking of which, the people watching my videos, let's just take a look at your videos. Hang on, I want to look what kind of videos you make. Nintendo Switch will be dying. Interesting. How to make Call of Duty great again, which is interesting because you were just talking about how Call of Duty makes you upset. Lightyear sucks rant and already DOA. Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 sucks rant. I don't know what that is. Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack sucks. And you hit that one right on the head. Far be it from me to call someone a whiner, but you are kind of just a whiner.
It is shovelware. It is junk.
Homeboy just called Spider-Man 2 shovelware.
Trust me on this. Do I look like I make a fucking face troll? Do I look like I sing the troll music?
I mean, kind of.
Fuck no. I'm here to fucking spit the truth and spit facts. That's all I'm doing. And you guys call me a troll? How the fuck are you guys calling me a troll?
Gee whiz, how could I possibly know? I'm just kind of over this one. I'm getting a little bored. It's getting repetitive. I think I'm going to call this one. I try to call videos like this before they get too repetitive and boring, because if I'm bored recording it, you guys are surely bored listening to it by now. So I'm going to tap out of this one. And yeah, I guess this is the part where I say my closing thoughts, but I really don't have any. This was exhausting. I'm going to go get high and do push-ups. Toodles.